Don't keep me in suspense. I've been waiting an hour for this.
It's a secret. Hello,
For those of you
everyone.
that don't know, daylight savings occurred.
Apologies, I forgot to change the time.
Yeah.
And so you've been waiting for an hour, and we
Are still
haven't
going to
been.
be bitterly disappointed. Anxious
Ah.
and disappointed.
Uh,
It's one of our favourite feelings here.
isn't
at
it?
Hearns
So apologies. So there's a whole heap of comments here about
What?
why we're missing in action.
Hobbies. Well, we weren't
And
missing. We were here. It was just we were here the wrong time.
yes,
And somebody decided to update their laptop 2 minutes ago.
it worked out. Look, we're here.
We're here. We're on.
We are here.
Who have we got in today, Beach?
Well-
Episode 203.
Well, if we started an hour ago, we had Craig Jones,
Mhm.
Anthony's been
He's probably coming.
biting at the bit, hasn't he? Surian's on. Who else has gone on? Nids,
You've managed to catch the monitor
Tony P. What?
in the.
What? Oh, that bit. I can do a really quick adjustment. You keep.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter even if I adjust the table, it's not going to help. You're back again in moments. Like, I get nervous when you're back there. There we go.
How's that? How's that?
I'm happy with that.
Are you happy with that?
Right, what are you doing now?
I'm moving other
The
stuff.
whole world's moving. Stop it.
Hang on, hang on.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, look, we're having an earthquake.
Don't joke about that. Yeah, we've got a new team member today.
Haven't we?
He thought we were
Haven't we?
professional. He thought we were a well-polished organisation.
No, he knew for a long time ago we weren't polished.
Can't polish a turd. You can put glitter on it.
What are we looking at?
I don't know. My mic.
Something. Oh, it's working now.
Is it?
I don't think it was plugged in properly before, but I think we're
It's
working
not
now.
working again.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's one of those days. I'm going to raw dog it.
You going to raw dog it?
Yep.
It's working there.
I know well, we'll be working now because I've got it in my hand.
Oh, fair enough.
What have we got? Card of the week. Episode 203.
203 it is.
And
all
we're
right.
getting better every episode.
Aren't we? Aren't we? We're learning from all of our mistakes
We finally got
and finding new ones.
we finally got the tradesmen out of the studio. I love what they've done.
Where was I before? Oh,
Where
look at
were you?
this. Mike Hart's on.
Like
Thunder Turbine. Hello.
Hello indeed.
What else we got here?
Who?
Oh, we've got a few people that have come back.
They probably got bored. I'd be bored. Come on.
That's good.
Card
All
of
right,
week.
so we've got cards of the week. What do we need to know? We need to know the make,
Make, model, color,
color,
year,
scale.
weight.
Oh, the weight as well, of course, the weight.
We're going to weigh it.
We've got the weighing machine over here.
Yep.
I found it.
We didn't
Yes.
have it last week.
No,
And the
because we
car was
lost
too
it.
late. It's back. And the car was too late. This is
Last week
The
we
little
were
go-
in a different
the
location last
little
week.
go-go. We went on holiday.
Yes. Yes.
All right, what's on?
We've got lots of stuff.
Yep.
We have new team member. We've
Yep.
got lots of stuff to look at. I've got a heap of stuff to show.
Mm.
Whether or not you want to see it and hear about it,
You
that's
got-
a different thing. You're going to hear about it anyway.
I'm just looking for my EpiPen.
And that could
and
be
the
because,
That could be because we're about to load up on some sugar.
aren't we?
Hey?
I'm looking forward to that. I've been waiting for that.
All right. Well, without any further ado, let's get him on.
All right. Come on.
TFG, Tony Gray, welcome to the studio. Come on in, get in the middle there.
Get in the middle.
Squeeze in the middle.
All right.
Piggy in the middle.
I'm not sure I want to be in a BT and a BJ sandwich.
Looks like you brought in your X-ray.
Oh, yeah, I have.
The doctor's
Do we
report.
really want to see that?
Well, you say that now, but
For
until
those
you know me.
for
fully.
those of you that don't know, Tony Gray is the newest member. He's come out of retirement for this.
He has.
He's going to be spending hours here a week,
It's,
not
it's, only,
days.
it's only minutes, but it feels like hours.
doesn't it? So tell us a little bit, for those that don't know you, TFG, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm old.
Yes.
Very, very old.
Hmm.
Very,
You've been
very
around.
old. And I've been playing toy cars since 85, I think.
Yep. Radio control cars.
Yeah. First car being a hot shot.
Yep. And you
Uh,
fell in love.
And apart from, I had a couple of years break
Mhm.
somewhere in the
Ether.
late 90s, I think. I
Mhm.
can't remember exactly, but then I came back with a vengeance. I spent 10 years or so as editor of Dirt and Track magazine.
Which is Australians.
Australia.
Well, we had two publications.
that,
We had Racing Lines. Dave.
Smithy was more towards the full-on racing stuff.
Yeah.
whereas D&T had a different audience. Not a discerning audience by any means, but it fulfilled
An
the
audience nonetheless.
it fulfilled a purpose and sold an awful lot of copies.
Mm.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. Everyone look forward to the new issues.
Yeah.
I did.
And what most people don't know is I wrote 90% of the magazine. We used to just change the name so it didn't look like it was me.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Mr. Dirt and Track.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Some of the authors were in fact
made up names.
Were they?
Yeah. Excellent.
That's not very you.
Yeah, they made up names. You'll find Raymond Polton used to write a lot of stories.
Okay.
He was the I got that from what was the show that Burjo and Adriana used to do? She used to wear Raymond Polton shoes. So I pinched that name and used it.
You do know a lot about high heels.
Yeah, well, if only people could see below the table right now.
Well, welcome in. So you've been playing toy cars, author, editor.
Yeah.
What did you do for a day job when you weren't writing about RC cars?
The same job I was doing for 30-something years. The one I retired from in May 12 last year. I was a designer / engineer at Ford.
At Ford.
So
you're the reason.
Yeah.
You're the reason that they...
I'm not going to claim some of the cars, but I'm happy to claim the Ranger.
Well, that's like the #1 selling car, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And despite what I did to it, it's still selling very, very well.
Did you do the bumper? Were you the front bumper man on that?
I was on the exterior trim team, so yes, we did bumpers, grills.
You didn't do the Raptor kits, did you?
We worked on the Raptor. We did the fat
those bonnet scoops and stuff?
Oh, no, they're aftermarket. They're appalling.
Oh, I thought that was you. I was going to say that's not very you.
No, we didn't do shit like that. No.
If only you could have done the Transit.
But still, I've got one. And most importantly, you don't have.
I don't.
But Richard does.
That's very true.
Yeah,
well,
it's a fine thing. So,
well, welcome in. We love having you in. Come out of retirement.
You talked me into it last Thursday.
That's right. It wasn't so long ago.
Happened pretty quick.
And we're going to have a segment on the show every week. Well, every time you're in, show and tell with Tony.
Yep.
And hopefully you're going to, I'll probably talk a bit about RC for the week as well, but also tell us something that you've worked on, some old relic, something interesting, something RC.
Yeah, we just talk about you.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of stuff in the cave, I'm sure, that, or even work in progress that you can talk us through.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing tutorial videos.
I am going to show how I do the cartoon cars.
Cartoon cars and stuff like that. So we'll touch on the cartoon cars in a second because you know we love touching on things.
Oh, yeah.
What's in the X-ray folder in front of you?
Yeah, can we see the X-ray?
You can see the X-ray, but
and then you have to tell us all about it.
This is
Should we go from the top?
As a result of a request from you last week.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect it. Nothing I usually ask to get done actually gets done. So.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought I'd make the most of the time before I came in here.
Yeah, and got snowed under.
Yeah,
5 hours a week snowed under.
We need a new T-shirt design to commemorate me starting, but
yes.
More importantly, just to have something new.
Yes.
So, let's pull it. Are we using the top camera? Or
yeah, top we are.
Use the top camera, then I'll move that across.
Oh, look at
here.
that! Look at that!
Our new T-shirt design. I call it a neo retro thing because we've got the Hearns logo from the 90s,
yep,
which I've appropriated, but using the new teal colour.
I was going to say the new teal colour that's
our current colour.
Yep.
I've got it's a generic early buggy with semi body shell with a roll cage
and no wing on the back, which is good, and Nerf bars.
Yeah, the Nerf bars. It's got the little BT in there, just as a nod to you.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That with the modern buggy, which is a cartoon version of the latest
YZ2, yeah.
So
SO2, yeah. Well, two-wheel drive buggy, we'll call it.
Yeah. So it's a bit, it's a bit of that. So
it's got the new artwork.
Yeah, and it's all
very cool.
There in the beginning, still here now.
That's how I think about Hearns, and Hearns has been around since I've been doing this.
Yep.
And I'm still doing it now. So I thought I added that on just to make it a bit more interesting.
And apart from the live show, we're probably getting better year on year.
Yeah, the live show I think is
getting looser.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible. I thought last week was bad, but I think we can get worse.
We do have some comments about the after hours show, and there's some reservations like the under the table show.
Yeah.
People are not so convinced yet.
That's on
Hearns After Dark.
That's on the OnlyFans.
Is it?
Yeah, and there aren't any. There's no fans at all. But
Free membership.
this will be available sometimes soon. I mean, I've just finished the artwork yesterday, so it hasn't been uploaded anywhere, but this gives you a look. And it might change slightly
Yep.
before I upload it, but it will be available, and there'll be a link on Hearns' Facebook page.
Yep, that's certainly
Very
will be.
nice.
So, and you will be able to order the t-shirts directly.
Yes.
So we'll send out links and stuff.
We'll send out links.
You won't need to come into the shop to get them, because then you'd have to look at us.
And make you busy. And that's the last thing we want.
No, I'm enjoying the leisurely approach to work.
That is fantastic.
So that's the latest one.
Well, that is a beautiful. I am so proud of that, and that is really good. And I mean, that is, I don't know, it's your God-given talent, right?
Let's see what it looks like this way.
So
So that's going to be on a t-shirt like this, yeah?
Yeah, but it'll bend around you as opposed.
Oh, will it? Oh, sorry. Like that. How's
make
that?
you look like a hot dog.
Now that one's finished.
A boob tube.
I've got 2 more to do next week, but that's not for here.
That's not for here.
There you go.
I'm doing one for the Knox Club for their 40th.
Oh,
Very
fantastic.
nice.
And then I've got to finish the one for Vintage Bash 3.
VB 3.0.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's for November.
Yeah.
So at some stage I may do a tutorial on how I do these.
Why not? Well,
I'm not quite sure how I can do it. So like a quick rundown now is this was all loosely sketched in pencil.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
On a bit of paper,
Yeah.
just to get the proportions and everything right.
Yeah.
And then that gets scanned in to my PC, and then it's finished off. And in the computer, I use Corel Designer, which is a technical illustration software.
So you started by hand and you finish it on computer.
I always started by hand because I need to.
That's your old school.
I need to loose sketch.
I've heard that at your age you need to start it by hand.
You do, and then finish it on the computer. Let's go back to the OnlyFans thing
Is
we
it?
just discussed.
Isn't it?
So they'll be available soon.
Yes.
I love it. I'm
Excellent.
super excited. That is
Yeah.
that is an event. That is a thing. You made a thing
I made a thing.
on day one. And if you let BJ do the old reach around,
Yeah.
can you do the old reach upstairs, Beej?
What's that?
Behind
the
you?
door?
Up there.
Oh,
There you go.
there you go.
This is the sort of thing that you did, and you actually did a really pretty wing. And I just took it off the other day
Yeah.
because I've cut up a new one, and
Yeah.
I'm actually going to tint that, so it's not going to be. I hate clear wings.
Yeah.
Going to clean, and I'm going to use some tint it, and I'm going to use some stickers from the OEM
Yeah.
sticker sheet.
That's a heavy duty wing, isn't it?
That's a heavy duty current wing.
This is a really thick good luck wing.
And that's not a performance thing. It's just to prolong the life,
Yeah.
in fact, of the one that you did to come out at VB3.
So I will do a tutorial on how I do these things, how I do the cartoon things, the motor and the arm coming out. It's a lot easier than what you might think.
Really?
Yeah.
You still have to draw, and I can't draw, so I'm just in.
You don't
in all
even
of
need to
that.
draw like something like the Reedy motor. I used a photo.
Yeah, but you got to translate it into something on paper. That doesn't work.
I mean, all right, it's easy for me.
So what are you trying to say, Brett? You had the photo of the Reedy motor and it ends up being like a speed controller.
Like a
Yeah, or a battery. Or a,
No, it'd be like
that
some.
was a Reedy
If I had a
motor.
photo of a
like that.
Reedy motor and draw it, probably something substandard like a Team Powers motor or something.
Yeah. Ooh. I hope Ren's not watching. So
There's a rake on these old wings.
Old wings. That's a new wing.
Yeah, but the rake on the angle on the thing.
Oh, the dangle, yeah.
Yeah. Full on, isn't it?
Yeah, so we did play with it once, and we're going to play with it again.
Yeah.
I've been threatening to take Tony out for a club day at Knox next Sunday, Sunday the 21st.
Yep.
Yeah,
For a
he
bit of a
can,
drive?
he can drive it in anger, and we'll spend the day out playing cars. We'll take the RO out with the 540.
Look at that, it's still shiny.
I've got
The
another
reflection's
two-wheel
coming
drive
off.
car that will come out.
Yeah. I wouldn't have known that you'd actually driven it. So that's good.
We didn't smash it too hard.
Yeah.
Defina tried. No, he didn't. Defina was very responsible. Was he? Yeah, it was really good.
It's the same Defender that I know.
It is, definitely is. All right.
Done.
Now, that is really cool. So that is really cool. And I love this car. It's becoming more and more. It's becoming more and more in love with it, if that's even possible. Now, what else I would love to talk about while you're here, TFG, is Brett's bag.
Oh, what's in Brett's bag?
And in fact, what's in it?
Are we going to go from the top?
Yeah. It's very much a Yokomo themed Brett's bag today.
Is it?
Well, it is because I saw you take the stuff off the wall just before.
You're ruining the magic of Hollywood. Look what's in here.
It's Yokomo stuff.
It is, and it's not just any Yokomo stuff.
I love the header cards.
Is
How good is it, the header cards?
the Dogfighter 870C.
If you'd come in
Super
here 20
Dogfighter.
years ago,
You'd see the same
you'd see
stuff,
the same
right?
header cards.
Yeah.
How cool is that? So they've, and I've done it, makes the shop look really cool, the product look really cool. So they've done retro header cards for all the parts for the Super Dogfighter.
So having all the parts now, you don't have to be careful driving your Dogfighter around.
Not really.
You
no.
can be really loose.
It's a vintage. It's a vintage Riri car that you can actually race and get. It's no different to driving a modern buggy.
Yeah.
It's no.
And that's not necessarily the case with all the other Riris.
No.
Getting bits for some other things.
Yeah,
is-
you try and get parts for a JJ or something, right?
Yeah.
Like it's going to be hard. Probably even shock O-rings and stuff, I imagine, and
Yeah.
ball diff components.
Whereas here,
This one, yeah,
they're in store and they're not as expensive as we originally.
no, I thought, Yokomo is going to get the old price gouge here for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But the stuff is really reasonable. If you've raced or driven a modern buggy, it's
Pink
really no
wheels.
different. Look at that. The wheels, the
How
tyres.
big are they? I like a good pink bit.
Don't
You do.
Yeah.
I've heard that about you. Look at the
Yeah.
belts.
Yeah.
Hey? And you're not just going to get these off anything else. Arms. Really good. Anyway,
Anything you need, it's the bits that you're going
you
to
go to the front one, Beach. That's right. All the bits to break. And there's more bits coming all the time. So I am super pumped about that. Go to the front one, Beige.
Front one.
So that is all I've got in the RC. All I've got. It looks amazing.
Well,
With this
that's
whole
pretty-
section.
Pretty amazing.
And if you've got a Yokomo Super Dogfighter,
Drive it hard.
send the dog.
And if you haven't got one,
Get
there's
one.
still a couple left.
There's only a couple left, yeah.
Yeah.
And that will be it.
I've
That
managed
will be
to
it.
avoid the temptation to buy one so far.
Excellent.
All right. Before you go anywhere, we should definitely have another look at this.
All right. Let me,
And
let
then
me
we'll get
scroll
on to
through
our-
all this because
we'll
I
get
don't
on to
really
our
know where
next-
we're up to. I think people
We'll
have
get
been
on to our
guessing.
next segment with Tony.
I'm doing a next segment.
You're doing the next segment.
Okay.
We use this as a segue so then we can
Yeah.
cut it up later in post-production. And it's all right. I'll
Oh, we've
educate.
got weights already.
Wait.
880 grams. I reckon it'll be lighter than that. For sure.
Yeah.
I've got to get my digital.
Oh, Nids has got quite a lot of info.
Nids. What's Nids got?
So 1949 Land Rover.
But he said he thinks it's a dinky, but it's not.
But it's not dinky.
Not dinky.
It is a Land Rover. The
Right.
year
This
is that year correct?
This is subject to change at any moment.
Ooh.
It is not 43 scale and the weight 80 grams. 80 grams is too
I can
light.
confirm it's not 80 grams.
80 grams is too light. All right, keep going. Let's see. There's probably more here. Oh, Sorian said, is that a Land Rover? Yes, it is.
It is a Land Rover.
A 1980. No, I don't think so.
It's not a 1980.
43rd is incorrect.
What year is it?
Oh, here you go.
Doesn't say.
Sorian again. Look, he just keeps throwing all these ideas out. And he
just
eventually
keeps
gets
chucking
it,
Stuff in the,
doesn't he?
Throwing grenades.
Scalatrix 32nd. That is correct.
I like his t-shirt. Look at his little. Bring him
not
up
bad, is it?
again. Bring him up. Look at him.
There you go.
He's a good-looking rooster.
Sort of similar list,
Hey,
isn't it?
look. He's a good-looking rooster.
There you go.
All right.
It's correct because it is scale electric.
It is. It is.
Now,
And it's actually four-wheel drive. We checked that before.
Oh, here's Sorian's suggestion. New segment. Hearns After Hours includes under the table camera angle. And Tony P replies back,
No.
no.
have you seen Basic Instinct?
I have. I can do the leg cross.
Is it basic?
Anyway, I'm all distracted now.
Yeah, I know.
It's time for the next segment.
Right. Oh,
Oh, Anthony's asking a question about airbrushing. I think we'll get onto that after we do
what
this
you
segment.
wanna
It's about airbrushing, I think.
know? Yeah.
Look, he's got all excited.
something
Where
I know
did he
about.
start? He started in somewhere. Think about it.
Oh, Keith Baldwin. Hello,
I
Keith.
keep getting blockages.
Keith was an engineer at Ford.
Oh,
was he?
in his airbrush. He gets blockages in his airbrush. Could
Flow
the
improver.
paint is too thick?
Yes.
Using Vallejo.
I've never used
Flow
it.
improver.
Yeah. Well, Vallejo, like all those sort of artist style acrylics dry very quickly and get
Yeah.
tip dry. And that's where your flow improver.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Tip dry.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm talking about the same thing. But you get tip dry. So you need flow improver. Vallejo do make the flow improver. So you mix that with thinner as well. And then it actually retards the drying time.
Yeah, retards the drying time.
So less chances
I'm
of.
familiar with retard.
Yes, aren't you? So there you go. So that's his.
Let's get back to the
question
good
there.
bit.
All right. What do you got there? You got something special.
Look at that.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a day with TFG without
Well, especially his first day.
unboxing some donuts.
All right, let's go from the top. Go
So
from the top.
it
Let's
is-
see it. Crack it open.
It is the first day, and in fact, what have we got?
Oh, ho, ho. Who can name those?
Who can name those? I don't.
Yum.
This is called a birthday cake ring.
Is it now?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm,
Which one? Which one's a ring?
This one here is your coffee ring.
Coffee ring.
Coffee ring.
ring.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
This one
You
here is
like saying ring, don't you?
your original glazed ring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a glaze ring.
This one here is the apple crumble.
Oh, that sounds right, doesn't it?
This one here, we've got one of your personal favorites,
The pineapple ring.
the
Oh, it's a
pineapple
classic,
ring,
isn't it?
and we've got my one of my personal favorites, the old French ball.
Oh, is that a French ball?
That's a French ball.
So that's a whole ball.
That's right.
I feel like I need a striped shirt and a beret.
Do you? Next time,
And a brief.
next week.
Ah,
So which one are you going to eat?
Oh, we're going to grab one now.
Well, you want one?
No.
All right.
You sure?
You don't want to eat on camera.
Well,
Yeah. it's
After
not gonna be
last-
hard. Yeah,
after
it'd be
last
hard to-
time's
hard to
screen
speak
grab.
on it.
despite the fact that I constantly refer to Walker Donuts, in fact, I am type 2 diabetic. And the one that we had in the previous video, that's the last donut that I've had. I haven't had one since.
Oh, come on.
So,
Come on.
Ah,
but
come on.
That doesn't mean I'm not prepared to go along with it for the sake of the joke. I do like.
You do like a fine donut.
I do like a nice ring.
That's right.
We're being reminded to keep it PG,
It is PG.
isn't it?
Yeah.
This is our PG.
Yeah, considering where we could have gone.
TFG goes PG.
Have I sort of dropped the standard somewhat?
No.
No, not at all.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us.
Certainly.
You better go out there and man the floor and do
Yeah,
some other
I'll go out
work and bits and
put some
pieces.
Customers off.
Yes, why not?
I'll do
Thank
that.
you very much,
Thanks,
Tony
Tony.
Gray.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, it has.
I'm really hoping that the entertainment of the show, and not just mine, has gone up at least 50%.
Hasn't it?
Yeah? Right. Car of the week. We know it's Land Rover. We know it's Scale Electrics.
We're not 30 seconds
We know
scale.
it's 30-second scale. Have we got to wait?
We haven't got to wait
We
yet.
haven't got to wait.
We know it's
82.
heavier than 80.
All right.
Okay, and lighter than 880.
All right. Back to our usual programming.
Yeah.
What have you got for us?
I got plenty.
Have
I
you?
got heaps.
Because other than the dogfighter, I'm spent.
Spent on
I'm
what?
out.
What'd you buy? Is that it? I got heaps of stuff.
Yeah, give it.
Let's mix it up.
Give it.
All right, let's start with these.
What have you
I've
got?
got some hats, but it's not the hat you're thinking of.
French hat. Australian. Austrian. I just
We do quite often get
I just saw it at a
mistaken
glimpse.
for Austrians, but Australians, there's a few extra letters in there, and these are Austrians from the 7 Years' War.
That's right. That's why it confused me. 7 Years War, Australian. I was like, no. Anyway,
I
Austrian.
don't remember the
Clearly
Australians
Austrian.
wearing anything like that. It's
Well, I
quite
can't say it, but oh,
pretty posh, isn't it?
that's me.
Pretty posh for Aussies,
I think that's me. That is a killer moustache there.
isn't it?
I say that we
Yeah,
should.
take it from the top. Take it from the
I
top.
say the three of us should dress like that next show.
Should we?
What do you reckon?
I don't know.
What, you couldn't see yourself in that get up
Oh,
in
I
your
could,
new
I
Hearns
could.
t-shirt?
Did you say Hoon?
Hearns t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, I could. Good. Do you think it'll match?
You look dapper.
So hat figures are back in stock. If you're not familiar with hat, these are actually 1 to 72nd scale.
Where are
They're
they
tiny.
from?
These are from the US.
US. Are
And-
they really?
Yeah.
I
And
didn't know
anyone
that.
that's been modeling would know
Chunky
that
bro.
these are very similar to like FX Matchbox type figures that a lot of kids used to get into. But
Mhm.
nowadays, these are more commonly used for wargaming. Well, some people just use them for painting up and making dioramas. Very cool. So you get a whole heap of figures in each packet. There's a lot of different kinds. And
You need Optrix 5 with those.
you do.
You do.
You do. Oh,
You-
I do anyway.
No, you do.
Some of the youngins probably.
No, you
They're all
do.
good.
Everybody needs them. If you're
Alright, so is
doing
that one?
1/72nd scale, you do need Optrix 5.
Got Wellington's Peninsular War in Spain.
Wellington.
So British Heavy and Light Dragoons. They're mounted.
Hey. Oh, they're
Mounted
blue.
cavalry.
Why are they bright blue?
I don't know. They just choose different bright colours. They just got to cut them out, prime them up,
Feels
and paint
really like rubbery. Can I call
them.
it
Yeah, it's
rubbery?
flexible. It's like a vinyl. Where
Doesn't
is it? Here we go.
good detail.
Yeah,
Great
nice.
detail. Do you sand these and stuff, or do you just snip and go?
You just snip and go, because this stuff is very difficult to sand.
Is
It
it?
goes furry,
Does it?
Mm.
Fuzzy.
but it's really
Do you have to prime this stuff?
You need to prime it, otherwise your regular paint will just flake off it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What do you prime it with? Oh, you need to do a tutorial.
Just regular primer will be fine.
You need to do a hat tutorial.
You don't need to use anything super
And
special.
something like this, you would just be all brush.
Yes. Yeah. You can spray paint like a base on it. Some people start with a black base. Like start with the shadows and then put all the highlights on.
Yeah, or you can spray prime them, I suppose.
So beautiful stuff. So there's a whole heap. There's probably 50 different kinds, isn't it?
50?
Yeah.
I would say more.
Yeah, probably.
I would say more, Beige.
You would say more, wouldn't you?
More. Hat.
Hat.
Not like the one I'm wearing.
No.
It's not
not at
Austrian.
all.
Not Austrian.
I've got this machine in my pocket that keeps shaking.
It's a telephone, mate. It's
Oh,
ringing.
that's why. That's what it over
You're
there.
not used to people getting
I'll
in
take
touch.
it out of my pocket and it's like, oh, man, it's just shaking like crazy.
Lucky it's not that Bluetooth thing.
I got more stuff.
The other day.
But before we move on, let's see what else is here. Any more guesses?
Mhm.
300 grams from Nids.
It is definitely lighter than 300 grams.
It is. So we've got between 80 and 300. What else we got here?
It's a big window.
What else we got here?
It's a barn door size window.
No more. Oh, 227. That's still too heavy.
Yep.
Okay, so 80 to 227 is the range we've got at the moment for this car here. All right. What else shall we look at?
What's in your stash?
What do we look at? We'll look at that military. Let's go for some cars, eh? What are these things?
Now, we did have a brief look at these because remember they came in that day and we rushed them in. And
Oh, do
yeah?
we? But we didn't actually open one up,
I
did
say you choose your favorite, the one that you're going to enter next year, and you open that sucker up.
we? I reckon we go for a standard XY. It's got a rear wing on it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is that the
So
one?
what we have here, XY GT. This one's with a blower.
Yeah. And then we've got XW.
We've got XW GT, and that's like the road going car.
Oh, it's
It's
a
got
custom one, isn't it?
big fat wheels.
Hmm.
What we got here? We've got the XW. Oh, this is the XW.
That's a standard road version.
That's a standard road version.
And then we got
The XY.
GT Phase 3.
And
So
these-
this was the fastest production car in Australia. Or
For
in
a
the
long
world, right?
For a long time. Long time. Big
Okay.
engine, little car. Big American beer model.
So these are a Australian car which has been produced by an Australian company. So plastic injection molded. They started doing these last year.
Yeah.
First came out with HJs,
HQ.
HQs, and then HJ panels.
Panel van.
And now this is the third release. And here we go. Look at that.
Ooh.
This is actually furry. This is a velvet surface, so that you can actually use that as your display stand. So you can sit your car up here, and you've got a backdrop as well. I'll leave it alone. Look, HR is going to call soon.
HR Prem.
All right, what do we got here? We got the body. We got to have a look at the body. Body's the most important bit, isn't it?
That's HR.
Oh, HR's called. HR's here.
Yeah, you're talking about bodies now.
Oh, look at this.
What have we got here? Body in a bag.
There's the body.
Body bag.
Okay, and then they've got
What is that?
the bonnet stripes. They're the decals for the bonnet.
Are they?
Yep.
Are they water slide?
They would be, and they look like they're matte already.
They are matte. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Well, they should be matte. The original decals on the car were matte.
And this is one decal, and in the join here, it's glossy.
Where? Whereabouts?
In
On the inside.
In the join here, where?
Oh, yeah.
It's glossy,
Yes.
so
The
you don't
glossy-
have
the
to cut it
glossy
out
part-
to replicate
No,
your
you
paint.
still have to cut it out.
Oh, you cut it out.
No, you still would need to cut it out.
Oh, I thought that's
So you just cut out around here, right? And then the whole thing will slide off. You'll see that it's
Yeah, the
been
whole thing
printed
slides
with a
off.
flat clear.
Yeah, because even this one here, see, it's joined up.
Yes.
The little bonnet catch is joined up, so wouldn't you
Oh,
just
is
push
it?
it all down as one?
Yeah, that one you would. Oh, the
You push
bonnet
the whole lot
caps.
down. Yeah,
But it's not joined here, is it?
yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying.
What, in
It's
the
shiny.
centre?
Yeah, it's shiny.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I didn't
That's
know
a
what
really
you were
good
talking
touch.
about.
So you could slide it all in one go
That's right. So you don't have to align it.
and cut it and line it and
That's
stuff
right.
like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, sorry.
Listen to me. I'm the expert.
I wasn't
Jeez.
listening.
What's this one? Oh, that's a hole for the antenna.
No, for a wiper.
Wiper. Schwiper
So here we go. So this is
on the beaver panel.
yeah. So that was where the hole was there. So you got that black section that's going to go across here.
Plenum chamber or beaver panel.
Beaver. I like beavers. They're cool. So
Dancing,
there is.
I'm more of a dancing otter man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like the dancing otter.
Look at the door handles. They're
Yeah,
quite
proportions.
pronounced.
The proportions are really good on these. So the door handles have got these locating points because they're going to be chrome plate already and they'll press in place.
Really,
So it's quite a nice polished finish. You know, the smoother the finish of the mold, the smoother your paintwork's going to be. So reduce the amount of time that you need to polish the paint.
really nice panel lines.
So pretty good portions, aren't they? I mean, judging by the other cars, I mean, they do look pretty good. And it's very solid, you know. It's quite thick plastic.
Beautiful.
Okay,
That's
so
absolutely
it.
beautiful.
And we'll quickly look at the other stuff. So we've got a range of different stripes for the bodywork. So these will suit any color that you want to paint. You know, white, you probably go for black, and then any contrast of color. And they're all supplied. Which is great.
I want to paint mine pink.
Want to paint a pink? And what sort of stripes would you put on it?
Orange.
Orange and pink. Yeah. All right, you can do what you want. You do what you want.
Oh, comes with tools.
Yeah, because a lot of it's screwed together.
Your own tweezers.
Yep.
They're going to put 9 steps out of business.
Oh, no.
That'd be rubbish.
Yeah, I don't feel that great. But I mean, they'll do the job, won't they?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I have to do the. The nose hair pluck test.
When? Now?
Well,
These are clear bits.
Not now. Not on camera.
So clear bits, well, for the windscreen.
Nice.
One piece. One. Makes it easy.
One piece, yes.
And then there's a headlight.
A nice locating dowel. So they'll be nice and easy to glue.
Yeah.
Right? Without getting all fog all over the...
That's right.
Yeah?
That's right. So you could use standard plastic cement, which wouldn't be an issue. So you don't need to have that specialized super clear water-based glue for
I would just
glass.
go on the dowels with a couple of drops of super glue.
You would, wouldn't you?
Is that okay?
Yeah, why not?
I'm not sure.
There's your chassis.
Just don't wipe it with kicker because it'll...
Your dashboard.
Dash. You must
What's
dash.
that? Firewall bit.
Yeah,
that's
bulkhead.
a booster bit there, yeah? Is that what you call it, a bulkhead? Why is there this one?
Floor pan.
This is the interior. Sorry.
That's the interior.
That's the interior.
It's got the back seat.
There's a floor pan. And engine bay?
It's got lots of detail in the floor pan, doesn't it? You can really go to town. It's really a painter's kit, isn't it?
For sure. For sure.
If you like painting,
and then you got
this
interior
is the
parts.
Oh, look, the battery slots in later.
There's battery.
Center console, steering wheel, pedal box.
Suspension.
Pedal box is separate.
Got the wheels. These are, what do you call them? 5-siders?
Globes.
Globes. You got your rear lights. And the lenses are going there. We've got our engine right here.
How come this doesn't have 12-slot wheels?
Oh, I don't know. And then, there's a front grille. And the
grille?
bumpers.
I like it.
And these come white. They're not chromed because basically you can get really good chrome now.
Plumbing.
No, they're door handles.
Oh, the door handles.
Yeah. If you're familiar with really early kits, they would have been all chromed. And the bad part about chroming is you need to cut them off from the sprue.
Leaves a big white chunk.
That's right. So on this one, it'll be not a problem, right? Because when you glue it in, you won't see these sections anyway. But when it comes to things like door handles,
big problem.
That's right. If you cut it off here, then you'll lose a lot of your chrome. And chrome's quite thick, so you can see it. It's really noticeable. But at least with these, if you want to be really picky, you can cut them off, clean up all the mold lines, put on some double-sided tape, like loop over some masking tape, and then spray the chrome over it. And spray chromes are really good now.
They are, aren't they?
Excellent. And hence you got the bumpers on here as well.
Loving it.
Aren't you? All right, we've got some rubbery bits. The rubbery bits, you got tires, you got the hoses.
The seats are rubbery.
Seats are rubbery.
To give that vinyl texture, right?
Well, it means that if you don't mind them being black and use them just like this, then they look natural. And if you want to paint them, you need to prime them, or that's right, you could flock them.
If you wanted that crushed velour look.
That's right. That's right. What are these? The base of the seats.
Yeah, that's the seats.
Oh, the base of the seats.
They go on like seat covers.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the door cards. Wow. Chunka-munka.
Look at that.
Venetians.
It's got a Venetian. And there's your the bonnet. You got ventilated discs. So these are actually got more detail than the earlier ones. The earlier ones never had that sharp detail on them. The calipers look sharper too. And there's your boot.
And your bonnet.
Or your trunk.
Your trunk lid.
And that's it. So a lot of bits. So there's 4 different versions, right?
4 different.
So there's 2 different XYs. There's one with the big blower engine.
And 2 different X-dubs. Is that right?
2 different
XWs. It's 4.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It is
Ford
correct.
is Ford. It's 4.
That's correct.
44.
Yeah. Now we'll have to like sort of fit that in a bit later.
Yeah, that's a you.
I'll give that.
That's a future
give
you
that to you.
problem.
Oh, hang on. That's important. There you go. So they're the DDA 1 to 24 scale Falcons.
They're a
XWs and XYs.
They're a beautiful thing, BJ.
Aren't they? Aren't they? When did Jack to build one of them?
I'm sure he will.
All right, what else?
They might be beautiful, but they're no Land Rover.
More guesses, you reckon? More guesses?
What engine did the Land Rover have in it? I didn't know that, and I don't know much about scale electrics, I'll be honest. I didn't know that they made 4-wheel drive cars.
It's very rare, I think. But that's 4-wheel drive. And we'll show everyone later, won't we?
We will.
We'll have a closer look at it.
I'm in awe. I bet it sounds really unique going around a slot car track.
Sound like a coffee grinder, I reckon.
There you go.
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
Mm.
Yeah? All right.
Chugga,
what else I got?
Chugga, chugga.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, what are you eyeing?
Oh. Kato.
Kato.
Kato. Most people here would call it Kato.
Kato, mate.
That's right. But it's a difference of how do you pronounce.
You got any,
It's
Kato?
It's IKEA and IKEA, right? So
IKEA.
the actual pronunciation is meant to be IKEA, right? But we say IKEA here.
Yeah.
And so same with this one. We say Kato here, but it's actually pronounced Kato. And Kato is a very famous brand of N-scale trains coming out of Japan.
And trams.
They do
Don't
trams too.
forget their trams.
And they also do HO.
And the
But they're better.
Shizuoka. Did I say it right?
Shizuoka?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in Shizuoka soon. Look at this.
Then they have a
This
train
is what we
called-
call the booklets,
The
right?
what?
Because it looks like a book.
Isn't it a book?
Now, when you see these in Japanese train stores, you just have a whole bunch of these, and they're just mounted up on all the shelves like this.
Hmm.
They're tiny, those places.
Is it building plans?
You want to have a look? Let's go from the top camera, mate.
What are you're looking very sneaky.
I know,
Hey,
I know.
you-
Because you got no idea what's in there.
You're aroused. It's going to be building plans.
Is it?
Oh, shut the front gate. Get out of town.
What is that?
That is, my friend, that is how you store your trains.
So this is a 6-car
6-car.
set of a bullet train. This is the latest Nozomi 500 series. And with any luck, I'll be riding on one of these
You will.
shortly.
You'll ride it like Sea Biscuit.
Sea Biscuit. How's a biscuit last in the sea?
I think it's the name of a horse.
Oh, is it?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, go for it. So you'll notice that there's 2 locos here.
It's double-ended.
Okay.
Can you just-
but
can you
one
just
is
put it like
one is
that?
a dummy.
Can you put it like that because it looks funny?
You could, but it doesn't look right. Well, actually, there's like 16 cars normally. They're hugely long.
This is the dummy one.
Is that the dummy one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a rolly, and this is the one with the working mechanism.
That could be car of the week.
Look how beautiful that is. Look at the shape of it.
I love how they store them.
Yeah, and that way, after you used it, you can just pop it away. You know, like HO ones, you can't really store in the original boxes, can you? They're not as well built as this.
Wow.
Is that-
So
looks
what
like
do you
a
mean?
car.
So you can buy lots of these,
Mm.
like books.
Yes. So if you don't buy the whole starter set, you can buy the train, and it comes like this. We've got little box ones, which are like the 3-car ones, but they don't come with the elaborate box. How good is it? Lovely,
Well, you've rocked my world.
haven't I?
It takes,
You've learned something new,
takes
right?
a little bit to rock my world, but you, my friend, have done
How
it.
is that?
I don't know how this works. Where's the loco?
That is a loco, isn't it?
No.
One of them's powered.
No, it's not.
Oh, it'll be one of these then. The power unit is one of these
You're just making things
to
up.
keep it.
Where's the heavy one? They're all light.
Yeah, one of them will be powered.
Oh, this
The
one.
heavy one.
No. Oh, this
Is that the heavy one?
This has got a bit of
There
gas.
it is. Is that the drive one?
Yeah. It looks very similar to the gear on the other thing.
On the Gopher?
Hmm.
Nice, isn't it?
Wow. And it clicks together here. Oh, shut the no.
What are you doing? You're pushing stuff together.
Is that how it looks together?
Yeah, because they're really
No
streamlined.
couplers.
Because these things are traveling at like 200 odd kilometers an hour.
I like that because it's a train set that I could play with at high speed.
You have it at 150%.
No globes here, mate.
No, don't worry about 12 volts. We're doing 20.
I'd have it banked like a scale electric set.
You can get bank curves for these.
No.
Because real Shinkansen or bullet train track is curved because they don't vary the speed. They try to keep the speed up as much as they can. And going around a curve, well, you have to have them banked, otherwise they fly off.
There you go.
Did you like that?
I am more than just mildly impressed.
Kato Kato. And the little booklet. Okay, so that's your storage
What
box.
does something like that go for?
I can't remember.
Thousands,
No,
surely.
it's not thousands.
It must be
it's like
thousands.
$500, I think.
No, must be thousands. Look, and you store it like this.
That's it. And then it just goes in your bookcase,
If you were OCD, you'd love this.
wouldn't you?
No, because you
Because
can
you can
just
read right here.
you can read it right, and you can have a whole shelf of them.
Yeah.
Got to get them all.
Yes. Yes.
How many is in the series?
There'll be a lot.
Is
There's
there?
a lot. There's a lot. When you go into those shops, they have walls full of
Be
it.
like a library.
Yeah. It's like a library.
Yeah.
How good is it?
I'm in love.
Nice. All right, what have we got on here? We've got some more guesses. 303 grams. That's too heavy.
303. I thought we were at like 280 or something. No. Definitely not 280.
No. So
Yeah,
between 80
and
and what are we up to? 280.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought I heard 280.
Yeah.
All right. What
All
else
right,
you got?
keep them coming.
Keep them coming. What else you got for me?
I got more stuff.
Yep.
It's all my way this time, isn't it? What is this stuff?
I think you should have one more. You had Machining Krieger on last time.
But I'm showing this Machining Krieger because this is a really rare Machining Krieger. And Machining Krieger is on sale at the moment, and the sale finishes on Monday. So if
Hornese.
Hornice. I think it means hornet.
Hornet.
And that's why they've got the hornet mark here.
Oh.
So this kit, you can see the artwork, right? The box art.
Hmm.
It's by Kal Yokoyama, and he dates it 11. That's 2011.
Oh, not 1911.
So this is a really old kit, very rare.
What's not that old?
So it's 13 years.
It'd be older if it was.
Now this is a Sea Pig. Sea
Sea
Pig
Pig.
is 14. So that's 10 years old. Now, all these become
How do you
collector's
find
edition.
this stuff?
I got my ways. I sniff it out because I love it.
You're like a Mac truffle pig,
That's right. I
Hey?
don't mind truffles.
but you like Mac better. You can sniff them out.
So that's cool. Sea Pig is really cool.
I dare say that's
Very sought after.
That'd be the only one in Australia.
It is.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that. And also a Hornese.
Hornese.
Real classic.
This is some connoisseur stuff, right?
It is. So the original stuff would have come out as Nitto. This is a reproduction that's come out as Wave. Still real rare. So if you're into Machining Krieger, just go onto our website. We've got our little banner up there. Click on that and you'll see the full range.
We
We've
can
got a heap
take
at the moment.
$20 and a half chewed Snickers bar.
A what?
$20 and a half chewed Snickers bar.
Well, $20 has got me going. The Snickers bar's not a bad offer either.
I don't know.
All right, what else have we got?
What have you got?
Oh, this is all military stuff. It's all cool.
I'd say you show us some CSM and then we'll call it at that.
CSM?
Yeah.
All right.
Because that's pretty exciting.
It is.
Because that just came in like
It is.
super. No?
Yeah. All right. These are brand new.
What?
These Garford
Garford?
Pulatov
Pulatov.
armored cars. Chunky.
Garford Pulatov.
World
You
War
have to
One.
explain to me.
Well, these are World War One armored vehicles,
Mm.
and this is before tanks were really widespread, because tanks were sort of late World War One. And then, well, cars were around back then, and then it was natural just to armor up a car. So these are truck chassis which have been fully armored up. And
Yes.
Copper State is quite clever. They found a lot of research, because information is really rare. It's hard to find photos and all that sort of stuff.
It's
But they
chaos.
managed to pull up all this sort of.
It's probably not much
Interesting
licensing things. Is there? Probably not much licensing problems.
No, there probably wouldn't be. No. But they've come up with a whole array of World War One subject, including aircraft. which
Well,
are
that's what
48 scale
CSM
and-
specialize in, right?
That's right. Copper State models specialize in all this, and they do come out with quite a lot of accessories. So each one of these, you can build it as is, but if you want to update it with finer details, you can buy all update sets, like resin ones. And I've got one of those here.
Jeez,
But
it
you can
changed
get
a lot,
multiples.
didn't it? That well, it looks almost horse-drawn. Look at the wheels on it. No?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, that would have been early days of rubber technology, right? Here we go, from the top camera.
What have we got there? Some more Putins.
So this is
Putilovs.
the option bits I was telling you about. So you can either build it as per the kit, which is just all plastic. or you
Who
can buy
does,
extras
who
like
does
this.
that?
Okay, so that's the driver compartment interior.
Who
So you
buy a kit, take it out of the box and build it?
oh, I don't know. I don't. And these are 3D printed parts.
What? Hang on a second. 3D printed parts for your World War One model.
Yes.
Oh, that is some. I'm just like
So
an alternate
there's
universe.
oh, it's hard to get that reflection off, but it's super fine detail here. So much finer, that's the instrument panel, than the plastic parts inside. But there's like 10 different option parts that you can buy for the kits if you wanted to. And apart from these, you can also get figures. Okay,
Figures
so-
as well.
Yes. So figures like this one here. This one's actually an Australian digger, Aussie digger.
Aussie Digger.
And this is
F32.
32 is 32nd scale. So this is to suit the aircraft kits.
It's got shorts on.
It is because it's
a bit
hot.
Aussie.
It's probably
Almost
northern
looks,
Africa.
almost looks like.
And look at how sharp the detail is on
Is
this.
it cast resin or 3D printed?
This one's cast resin.
Jeez, I almost sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
You do know what you're talking about. Let's see if I can get this out of
Nice
here.
hands, by the way.
You like those?
Yes.
Have you got any blue
beautiful.
tack handy?
No, I've eaten it.
Let's
You
see.
might find some in the corner underneath your desk.
Actually, it fits all right. There you go. How good does that look? Now, the advantage of resin casting is you can get all the really fine folds because silicone molds are soft and you get all the detail in the undercuts.
So you can really look at the textural. Somebody who knew what they were doing painting-wise could really make that look amazing.
Yeah, you gotta make it look realistic. And look at the face. Proportions on the face. Awesome. And then you can see you just need to clean up this section here. This is where the resin's been poured in. So you just got to cut that off with like a fine saw.
Yeah, you'd probably give it a little tidy up.
Yeah, a little bit of sanding involved to remove some of the join lines, but the join lines are very fine.
The dags. You got to
I
glue.
think
You
I
got to glue
might
it
have to
together.
do one of these.
Would you?
Yeah, I think we need to get a painted sample up.
What
This
for?
is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Well, it's an Aussie. It's very rare to get Aussie subject matter. Yeah. What? You got all quiet.
Well, because I've got,
You know
I got some insider knowledge.
Oh, have you now?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't get me started on.
All right, so that's an Aussie figure,
Show me.
but I've got a couple more things
What?
which are really spectacular.
Yep.
Really spectacular.
Show me. I don't believe you.
I'll give you that.
Because you blew my mind with the Shizuoka.
So this
I just
thing
called
here-
them all Shizuoka, sorry.
Oh, do you?
Is that offensive?
Well, Shizuoka is actually just the name of a place.
Isn't that the name of the thing?
Shizuoka is the name of the town that holds the hobby show.
Oh,
So some more of these. Where am I going?
I'm not sure. Going to Fun Town. That's where we're
Where
going.
am I? Here we go. Look at this.
Rivets.
Rivets,
I'm riveted.
0.4 mil, 99.
Small.
And this is 3D printed,
There's a fair chance that you're going to need Optrix 5 for this.
probably. So you get 0.4, 0.5, and 0.6
Oh.
rivets.
I only work in 0.4. No.
Can you see them?
No, I cannot. And that's zoomed up. You're taking the mickey, aren't you?
Look at them. So each one of
How the hell do you
those
cut that?
is on a stalk. I'm not going to take it out of
No.
the plastic because I don't want to damage it.
You're going to lose them.
So you need to cut them, and then you drill a hole, a really fine hole the size of the stalk, which would be
What?
like 0.1. So you need a 0.1 bit, which to me I do have in their sets.
And God hand too, probably.
God hand, go down to 0.5. And then you just got to glue them into your plastic with some super glue. But they're the finest ones. And I have to say, they're pretty tiny.
They're damn fun.
Damn fine.
They're fun.
That's
Woo!
amazing. That is amazing.
What are you going to use it for? I can see your little mind ticking over. Your fragile
I
little
could use
mind.
it
Where you-
for like
where you gonna put it?
I use it for a Fiat.
Could be valve stem seals in the Fiat. Screws
Yeah,
on
yeah. I
screws
don't
on
know
the
if I'll go that far.
carburetor. I don't know that you've got scale screws in the carburetors. You lunatic.
I've been rebuilding some carburetors.
Yeah.
I might share some photos soon.
You
So-
should, because otherwise nobody's going to believe that somebody was that unhinged to do that.
Yeah, not everyone's crazy like me.
Have you been taking progress shots of that Fiat you've been working on?
I have been, but I've just been too lazy to post them.
Hmm.
So
If it didn't
show-
happen on social media, mate, it never happened.
No, that's right. This is a 35th scale World War I motorcycle.
Did you do one of these?
I haven't,
Somebody
but I
did
want to
one.
do one of these too. These are fantastic.
But does the Australian guy ride the motorbike?
You can put it next to it. You'll look right. You can actually get this in 32nd scale as well. So this is a 35th scale one, and there's a 32nd scale one, which will be only like millimeters of difference.
Can you find me a 32nd scale GB?
I could look around. You love your GBs, don't you?
Yeah, we can
You
have
want a
that.
GB with
We
human
can-
leaning against it,
Yeah, and the motorbike. So like he's ridden up.
and we'll get the GB painted in Hearns colours.
Yeah.
Hearns Racing GB.
Yeah.
So, well, probably can't see really what this is about, right? So let's go from the top camera. We're already zoomed in, right?
Oof. 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 Look, that you could rebuild another carburetor.
This is a Triumph
How do you know that?
because it's TR, Model H Triumph.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, so the Brits use this pretty much. And you see all this box art here,
Mm,
all these lines and things, you think, oh, they're probably like little wires that you have to glue on.
yeah.
But no, you'll
What?
be wrong.
What do you mean?
You'll be wrong.
Why? You've not even opened it
You
yet.
don't glue those bits on. All right, so you get the manual in there.
I'd have to. It would fall apart.
All right, we'll keep it zoomed in there.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm in the box.
I'm going to show you something.
You're going to put it in the box or you're going to put it out of the box?
Oh, out of the box, I reckon. Look at that.
What?
They're the spokes. 3D printed in one piece.
Oh, you could make it better than that.
Look at how thin they are. There's my finger there. How amazing is that?
You'd still want to rewire it.
Rewire it.
You'd want
I'm
to
going to show you about the wiring we were talking about before.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
How do
Because
they do that? Is it 3D printed?
it's 3D printed.
Because
Now
it
here,
can't be
look at this.
injection.
Look at this. You see those wires there?
3D printed.
They're 3D printed and they're already on there.
How do they get them off the stands?
Look at how fine it is.
How do they get them
How
off the
amazing
stands?
that? Off what stand? What, off the...
3D printer stand.
I don't know. Really carefully, I reckon.
They must have little hands.
Don't even see, but there's also the wires that are going across here. That's upside down, isn't it? There you go.
Oh, stop it.
How good is that?
That's the best of Triumphs ever looked.
Isn't it? So they've got another bike on its way. It's going to be released in
BMW.
a couple of weeks.
Is it a BMW?
I don't think it's BMW. You can see the chain too, right? Chain's all printed on as well.
It would have been a leather belt back then, I reckon.
Look at how big the chain is. It's got to go around that big, massive
Well,
sprocket.
because it didn't have a gearbox.
Ah.
So it only had one speed and like a clutch.
Right. There we go.
So
And
I think
then
they were just like leather belt drives.
got the decals there. They're going to look a bit murky because they've got the protective coating on them. But these are printed by Cartograph. All their stuff is printed by Cartograph, which is the best decal printer in the world. They come out of Italy. And then, I don't know about that, but that's pretty damn fine. 3D printed.
Hashtag damn fun.
And initially when you see the price, you think, oh, it's a bit pricey for a bike, isn't it? But when you see this, it's like, oh my God.
Is it under $300?
It's way under $300.
No.
It's under $100.
No.
There's a seat. It's actually a fair way under $100.
No.
How good is it? And then you got your little manual thing here.
The Spanish bit. Clearly,
Awesome stuff.
clearly it's made for worldwide
How
distribution.
good is it? Really well made.
Well,
There
you have rocked my world
I
and
rocked your world,
blown my mind and made my day,
haven't I?
all in one little segment.
I think we should finish off by looking at this.
We should
no
finish
one
off.
has guessed the weight. But we'll show everyone the weight anyway.
I'm just going to try and break
I'll
this.
pop it back in there. Excellent. Well done.
It's a bit Russian, isn't it? Popovich.
Who?
Didn't you say Popov?
Did I?
Popov.
Here we go. Here's our car of the week. So it is a Scale Electrics, 32nd scale. It's a Land Rover,
Yes.
Series 1.
Landy.
So real shorty.
Post-war, isn't it? 50s, 59, something like that. Series 1.
Let's have a look from the top.
But I love that it's four-wheel drive. Motor it with your beautiful hands.
Full drive.
Yeah. You have to go in tight. Geez, it rumbles.
Rumble, 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 rumble in the Bronx. Can you really see? Can you sort of see?
And have a look at the undercarriage. Look at the gears.
Let's see the gears there.
So I reckon that motor has got a really
Look at
long.
the off-road tyres.
It's got a really long armature on it, and it's got a gear on each end.
Yeah. Because the shafts will extend all the way to here and here, and you'll see how proud the magnet is. It's poking out.
The Audi.
It's like a pillar.
A pillar of its community.
Look at it. So there's a dude inside driving.
Well, it's not going to drive itself.
Oh,
He talks too.
yeah.
Animated.
Look at the grill.
Right.
A spare tyre on top.
It's a good place to fit it.
And the colour would be British Racing Green, wouldn't it?
BRG. Be something. Army green. Some green. That's beautiful, isn't it? Amazing detail and everything. That'd have to be $800.
Not $800.
It's not $800.
No.
But it's pretty cool.
Isn't it? Oh, we've got to
Scale
weigh
chips.
it, yeah? Let's let everyone know how heavy it is.
I'm just worried that my scales are playing up because it was close to 80 grams.
Oh, look, we got last minute.
It was really, really close to 80 grams. If my scale.
We've got 113 grams.
No.
It's lower than 113. So your 147 is too high.
Hit the overhead.
Hit the overhead.
Oof.
Boom.
There you go.
It's 86 grams.
86
so whoever
grams.
gets to 80 was pretty close.
It was pretty close. They're the
That was
closest.
pretty close.
83.
I was just guessed 85. It's still off.
Is it? That is fantastic, guys. Well, that was awesome. What an awesome show. We're off to eat some donuts.
We are. So apologies for the time. It's sort of like it always creeps up on us.
What does?
But the daylight savings.
It'll happen again
Because
in
it
6
doesn't
months,
happen.
mate.
It doesn't happen all around Australia either.
6 months. No.
So
It's
some people in other states in Australia would expect us to be on, and we're actually delayed.
the Queenslanders.
That's right. Thanks for joining
Wasn't it
us.
great? That was a bit loose, a bit hectic.
Yeah.
Really good to have Tony Gray in, part of the team. Next
Certainly.
adventure.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Stay in touch.
Will do.
See you in store.
See you later. Bye bye. Oh, that was from the top camera.
Well, that's awkward.